Things have just been a bit tense. Struggle. Stressful. Figured I'd come here, make sure I got my stuff sent or I can pick it up, so I'm gonna get that out of the way.
No. You've seen this. It would not be the first time.
Yeah, I'm still fighting the urge to just run through the snow.
And yet,
We could
we
do
live
that.
in a society.
Numbers are actually pretty good for
We
you.
live in a society.
No, I'm sure they are.
I have to really
Living a
restrain
what now?
myself. I really have to right now. Don't
Living
bark.
what?
Don't do it. I know you want to. Don't do it. This one is causing problems for my mind.
What the heck?
Talking about partners is a very interesting specification, shall we say? Hey, I mean, you're one of those too, so not like it changes.
I don't know. All I heard was society, and that was it.
Yeah.
Oh,
Look at
Yeah,
that.
you have a
Trigger
good
word.
one.
Society.
What?
Oh. Technology. What?
Society.
That's wild.
gotta be
Have a
careful
good
with
one.
that.
You
Wait,
have a good one as
society?
well. It's nice to see you again.
Yeah, it's nice to see you
Society.
too.
And we
Who's-
have
I don't get it.
Oh my goodness.
freaking dire wolf.
Yeah, exactly.
Wow.
I think she did. I think it was named Dinah.
Don't force me to join.
The all head and bar. The edge.
She said that she wanted to start a toy business. How's that going for her?
That's the first of me hearing it.
Oh, really?
I'm gonna go browse the library for a little bit.
'Cause
Yeah.
she asked me how it's going for.
Oh, howdy, howdy.
Are you here to pick something up, or?
Yeah, apologies. I was curious if y'all saw my request to pick up some items for Marcus Cornelius Glove. I didn't know if y'all had them in stores, so I was requesting them just in case.
It hasn't been confirmed, but I'm pretty sure we have them in stock. I can check real quick.
But I know they're listed as uncommon and rare items, so that's perfectly fine if they're not available yet.
Yeah. I'm not seeing the... Oh no, there they are. We should have them in stock. I can run to the back real quick and check.
Yeah, if that's alright, that'd be wonderful.
They were in there, so
Oh,
I can grab a
wonderful.
bag for you real quick. There wasn't one back there.
I appreciate it.
That would be also 5,270 credits.
Yep. No problem. Is it alright for me to do that digitally? I got my phone
Yeah,
thing
it
with the
is.
little
Let me
tap.
grab the. The potions are on the bottom, so just be careful when you place them.
Alright. Thank you.
And that went through.
Wonderful.
Have a good day.
You too.
Outside the metaverse. Way outside it.
And there's no way to reconnect after.
Hey, hon.
Hey.
Hey.
Your glasses are cute.
Thank you. I'm just looking around this part because this sections that's got other rituals and stuff. I don't know much other than what my nan told me.
Yeah, I was existing in the magic section for a tiny bit.
Mm-hmm. The great thing is some of these books, when I look at them, and they're going on about witchcraft and rituals. So it really is what my nan told me. So that's nice. Just never really fully put it to practice. I don't know where to get any of these mythical herbs, and now it kind of puts into perspective when I can literally find some of these fairy tale kind of things somewhere in the world.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I always thought it was just kind of metaphors or something. It's like, oh, find this herb thing and it does this or whatnot, and I'm just so I'm flexing a bit. I was just sitting there thinking, oh well, that must be just some kind of weird moral representation of the heart or something, or your thoughts of regret or something. Nope, it's an actual herb. It's an actual herb. There were a couple of things that had that kind of power in my world, so I ain't too surprised. What was that?
I don't know. At least I didn't imagine it. Good.
Well, I heard a lot. You wanna sit down somewhere? I got my goods that I asked for. I also got a
yeah, sure.
ring of resizing, an enhanced adder stone. I had my own that I know, but it doesn't do what this enhanced one do. That's kind of interesting. And then got 3 potions of recall. Apparently, if you drink this thing, it'll take you back home.
That's cool.
Yeah,
Damn.
little vial, so you just like, you pop it, you go, and then you disappear. Back home. Cause I guess whatever you consider
Extremely
home
cool.
is where you end up, though.
Makes sense.
Yeah. So, definitely would want to note down where people honestly feel like is home if I give it to them.
I'm sorry to turn this cheesy immediately. I feel home when I'm close to you.
Then don't waste it next to me, huh?
Yeah.
Can I go through this door? Does this go downstairs or do I have to go all the way around? Oh, we'd go upstairs.
Yeah, the downstairs door is at the end of the hall.
Dang it. Well, down to the end of the hall I go. Cause I'm going... Well, actually I kinda wanna go back upstairs to the bar.
Alright, let's go.
I'm gonna do that. There's some concerning news I got today. Feeling a little bit despairing about it, honestly. Maybe we could go for a walk at some other area of the Wiccarium and talk about it.
Yeah, I was about to ask.
Yeah.
You could always read on,
I would think it would be harder. Which bottles? The cans? The metal caps? Or
The metal caps, yes. Those are very easy to penetrate with these nails.
What he heard. It just felt, you know, not great to hear, and I figured I'd leave before I said something that would make things worse.
That is a very valid response.
Once I cool off, I'll go back out and check on them.
Oh.
Hi, Marcus.
So I
Nice to
overheard
meet you, by
that
the way,
walking
I'm
this
Odysseus.
way. Hope you're doing okay. Yeah, nice to
Yeah,
see
I
you.
just, someone said something that upset me, and I decided to walk away before I got further upset to avoid making the situation work.
Mhm.
You heard what happened to Millie, right?
Yeah. We don't gotta talk about if you need to actually
mess.
cool off all the way, so that's alright. But
No, it's, I just need time to kind of, if I sat in there, that conversation further,
oh yeah.
I think everyone involved would have just gotten more upset. So I decided to just step away.
Well, all I'll say
It's
is,
just words.
if anyone needs help in any way, that's what I'm offering. Help. For you or anyone
Well,
else.
Right now, we need to figure out how that conversation leaked, how to help Millie get out from LF custody, and the whole problem of helping the person and getting them out of that plane. The problem still stands. They'll need a vessel. And clearly, trying to get DNA is going to be a little too tricky, so we're going to have to work on a different vessel, which means the two of us will come in.
Yeah. I know it takes a lot out of me, but I do not mind doing that, even if it just puts me out of commission for a bit. I understand the risk to it, so with all the honesty I can
Making a
put
vessel
forth,
is
I
one
do
thing,
not
but
mind.
your doll idea was good. It's just I Do you know how to make dolls? Because that's not exactly a skill I have.
I know 2 people that can make dolls. One's from my world. The other one's from the Modern Mythic Relations fellows who works with them a little bit, so I trust them folks. I actually tested it the other day, yesterday. I didn't feel too bad in it, but that'd be my concern is, well, it's a doll, it ain't really flesh and it ain't anything familiar. A lot of,
But it's
what's it
probably
called,
better than wherever
dysphoria?
they are currently.
It's at least a transitional stage, you know? If you want to see
It's
it,
better, and
I
not
got
to
it shoved in my
mention,
backpack, but I
Could be
ain't too keen on
transferred to a
showing
real
it too
body later
far
on,
around.
potentially.
Yeah, it's at least a little bit of a housing.
It's temporary housing, and they can be moved later. It doesn't have to be permanent. And given
It'll also be a lot quicker
you
to
know, the
make
situation we find
and
ourselves.
put together. The only issue is, soul gems are kind of expensive, but it's a good way to keep that vessel stable.
Well, I have some spare ones.
Oh, okay,
They
well,
aren't, you know,
there
the
isn't much of a
fanciest,
problem.
but well, I'm studying the transfer of souls currently, so I had to buy a handful, not too many, to do studies with. And then if we
And
use
I've
the
been meaning
photos
to
and the, I think
study
you
up
said-
more rituals and witchcraft from this world, because the way we do things in my world is a bit different, funny. So I'm just trying to. I mean, there isn't too much of a difference, but I just want to make sure I understand how people do things in this world, like these parts, I guess. It's gotten me
Yeah,
so
you can either
far,
get the
but
books here, or I could show you some of the stuff I do. Most of what I do
I
is
ordered
a
some
mix of
books in the
runes
past,
and
but
magic
if you got
circles.
any recommendations, just so I can make sure. I mean, so far it's been good, but I don't want to mess up with us too much. I'll take your recommendations.
Most of the ones I look for are the ones that specifically target runes and the use of magic circles without inherent mana casting. There's a couple books on there that are good for that. Learning runes from Nathiel definitely was a major stepping stone in my ability to do things, so if you talk to Nathiel and ask him to teach you the basics of runes, I'm certain he'd be eager. That would also make actually, like, deciphering magic circles much easier. I'm not gonna lie, the soul transfer magic circle is extremely intricate and takes me hours just to prepare. Give you an idea of how complex it is.
Yeah,
The best place to start
that
is
is
just by doing
complex.
simple things.
Mhm.
Well,
Right,
when you're
no
dealing with
problem.
people's souls, it's not just the transfer itself, but several layers of protection. Because if something goes wrong, you don't
Absolutely.
want, you know, someone snatching that soul.
I've got several other things of protection and rituals, herbal rituals and things like that. And one of my friends, Mvrp, he's, what's it called? It's some Egyptian thing. I don't know. But he's been helping me with
He's a
collecting
Shah.
resources for that. He's a Shah. So, it's a Shah. It's a type of
Yeah.
mage. We got some things on my end, so I'm happy to bring that stuff and ask Mvrp if he's got some resources for if we need to look into that kind of option if not the other stuff's gone. I pretty much got a bunch of stuff on my end.
Certainly.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, it sounds like you have a really good background,
think
so
people
actually
who came
learning
with her in
the
the library.
manaless circle casting would actually
also
come
don't
pretty
know if
easily
this
too.
wolf is
You just need to
10
have
Yeah.
background
It
knowledge
seems
of the
like it's
different
very
languages that
similar.
go within it.
I should probably look
Around.
into the runes and glyphs and such.
Wolf
Thank
walking
you.
around and it's rather chill.
I'll probably come back towards the end of
Look into
the
different magic
open
languages
hours
also.
I
and
also know that sometimes
order the
people
book out or
domesticate wolves.
something.
There's wolf dogs. I love wolf dogs.
Yeah, you can either read it as long as you like, as long as you're on grounds here, or you can rent it out for 50 credits a week.
As you said.
I also have some basic books at
Yeah, those
home,
are
but
things.
given you already have a background on the basics, you probably would need more advanced stuff, which is more what's here.
yeah. I got some
Same height.
particulars. Like I learned from my grandma. She was a
they
witch, but
range on the
let's put a lot of things into
I
perspective.
have learned from a mix of people.
wolfness within said dogs.
Nice.
Yeah. You did it. Like,
You
I
should-
learned runes from Nathiel, and that's how I do my
I don't
enchanting.
understand how animals keep getting
I don't
up
actually
really
use my own mana
for
when
the-
casting anything.
the
It's all
spaceships,
ambient
but I
mana,
saw him go through
ingredients,
the crystal with a group of
imbuing,
people, so I
warlock
assumed-
stuff.
Nice.
'Cause
I got
don't really have
I learned
much
about
mana to
the
speak
different
of.
kind of mushrooms and herbal kind of rituals. You can set up
What?
manaless ritual circles with herbs and such for my grandma Ilva.
Yeah,
If you ever want notes on that kind of
Drawing the
stuff, I
power
could
from
give you.
ingredients. Yeah, actually, the stuff growing from my body is actually helpful in different rituals. More of the basic kinds. You got lavender, sage, mugwort, rosemary,
Oh, yes.
chamomile. That's why I smell really good. Yep.
That is
so
actually
whenever I need
wonderful.
it, I kind of just.
Alright.
Yep. I also smell really good if I stand too close to a heat source for a while. The oils in them start going through the air. So basic cleansing rituals, pretty easy. It's best to start with stuff like that.
I know y'all got some different
magic
flowers here that I
detection,
could probably order that would be good for my rituals when I do the projection stuff. Do y'all ever think you'd get poppies and blue lotus? Because I'm currently grabbing those from different places
Sure,
myself,
we
but
get
it's
some.
a
Let me
bit.
check which ones we do.
Yeah. I don't see poppies on
check,
there. I'm
'cause I
just
know we
curious
get-
if there's something I could like still look at for you fellas.
Yeah,
I mean, Mary said he's got me
if there's something you
covered.
don't see, we can probably track it down for you too.
Mm-hmm. Mary
Especially
said he's
if
got me
useful for my
covered,
stuff,
but
I'd want us to carry it.
I definitely want to make sure I'm not just relying on that poor
Beeson.
fella.
Dragon's tongue. What lotus did you say it was?
Blue lotus and poppies, just normal poppies.
Well, normal poppy seeds you can actually just buy at grocery stores.
Oh, okay.
I
Oh, I
don't
didn't
see
think
the
of going
lotus,
to a
though. That is
grocery
one thing.
outside of Zephyr yet. Sure. Yeah, I'll
Oh
just
yeah.
do it.
If you go outside Zephyr, if you go to a place that actually like grows stuff, you can get some really nice basic ingredients. Like lavender, you can buy pretty much anywhere. It's more the obscure stuff.
Marge.
Yep,
Yeah.
go ahead. We don't have the blue lotus. Do you know where it usually grows? Is
No,
it farmed or is
back
it
in
usually
my
something you have to pick in the
homeland,
wild?
I'd find it in more kind of arid places or things like that. Mercedes people use
If
it a
we
lot
could
too,
get some
but
seeds, I'm
again,
certain we could grow it in the greenhouse.
I'll see if I can get some from my friend Mercedes, donate them here. I think it'd be nice to have. It helps with like visions and
Wait,
dreaming
I might
and
still
all
have
that
some.
kind of enlightenment. Do you still have some from it? Did you get high with it though?
I might. I need to check at home later. Only
We cultivate
once.
them here in the greenhouse.
Mm-hmm. The kind of psychoactives. They're really good though.
Mm.
Good for getting
We
high.
have
on
to check.
rituals.
We did plant a good chunk at Vierheim, or at least try to.
I do remember seeing it. Okay. Well, if I can get my hands on it, I'ma definitely donate them seeds here. That'd be nice.
Yeah. At the very least, you could get them germinating, and then probably you could also take a plant or two yourselves if you want to grow them at home. Especially
Oh, yeah.
if you're donating them to us for us to grow, I'm certain you guys will have, dibs on taking a couple that we grow for free.
Mm-hmm.
We can talk to
I
Dylan
tend to
about
try
that,
and
but I'm
travel
certain they
far
won't
every
mind.
now and then as an herbalist, try and get some myself, but I don't really set up too much of a... I got a demi-plane for gardening. It's fun.
Oh, that's lucky. That's nice.
Yeah, I had a really crazy one-off chance to ask for kind of anything, and then I just remembered, can I have like a little home in a bag to go camping and do like make my own little nature spot? Then I use it for farming, and I'm really lucky. Holy shit. It was like several years ago.
Now, a bunch of those would probably be the solution to food scarcity. But no,
Yeah.
we do magic to do spooky things.
I'm just a bit afraid of putting too much in that bag to the point that it's so valuable that people steal from it. But if I just have a
Yeah,
weird
if you
like
lose it or
patch of
something
nature, you
happens
know.
to it.
Yeah, I keep it kind
Having
of
a
scarce if
second
I can
place that
help it.
grows them would be useful. And
Mm-hmm. Huh.
if
Well,
you
that's a
ever
really
do
nice
get word
conversation.
of a rare plant but have trouble getting to it, we do. We are willing to work with people in acquiring rare things. We've done it
I'll
here
keep an
before,
eye out.
where we, especially if it's mutually beneficial.
I do hope some of the plants and stuff from my homeland, if I ever traveling around there and bring them back, I don't know if they'd have the same effects here. Different world?
It's worth testing.
Yeah. You know what? Maybe I'll do that sometime. I'll just bring stuff over. Palm some off the earth and see if it does anything. That sounds great.
I think it's a good idea.
Oh,
Oh yeah. If you use chalk in your in your rituals, I know a brand that actually is really nice. It doesn't make that weird, like, it's really smooth when you put it down, and it's just a very nice texture. And it doesn't, like,
okay,
break as
you actually
easily.
have my interest.
Yes, the name is escaping me. I buy it in bulk. I'll get you some. I can't remember the brand off the top of my head, but I'll get it for you.
Yeah, just tell
I
me
also
how
usually
much
go
it
to
is. I'm
Bo
happy
for
to pay
specialty.
for it. Oh,
yeah,
yes,
it's not super expensive. You
those
just gotta know where to
candles.
get it.
Oh my gosh, they are absolutely
Great
wonderful.
for rituals, because you can get like specialty ones if you need special like stuff added to the candles or need them in certain colors. Great for
Yeah,
that.
the colors. Oh my goodness, having those on hand of the yellow, white, and red, especially. I go to better than IKEA. That's all I gotta say. IKEA candles, no more. Only Bose candles.
Only Bose candles. Bose best candles.
We don't go to IKEA anymore. For our
BBC or
candles.
nothing.
Only BBC.
Only BBC. You know what? I wonder if we could
Man, I love
sell
BBC.
BBC here. Mm-hmm.
Actually, that would be really nice. That'd be an amazing business
do you think
opportunity
we could
because I would
stock,
come
like,
here to just
BBC
get
here?
some BBC whenever I'm needing it.
Bose best candles. It's a it's a guy who makes candles in industrial. He makes a lot of special orders for rituals and things. They might be good to sell here.
Actually, I would like suggest it then if it's helpful. I'd assume it'd be a good thing.
Oh, I should really give Bo
Small
some of
business
the
owner.
herbs too for making different kind of wax.
Yeah, make really good smell and stuff.
I wonder if it'd be
I bet
interesting.
he could make some
now.
pretty good purifying candles in that sense.
Gosh, if you ever start growing hyssop in here, do tell me.
Oh yeah,
It's a
also
kind of
get
mint.
a good holy water dealer if you don't know how to make holy water yourself. I know a guy. If you get the you can find some various priests throughout the city. Some of them will sell holy water for a pretty reasonable price, and having that on hand for just whenever you need them for a ritual.
I'm starting.
10 out of
I
10,
started
good job.
cultivating some hyssop on my end to make hyssop fragrance. So, not incense. So, that's pretty
Mhm.
good. Purifying kind of incense. Do y'all need? Oh,
Yeah.
wait, I didn't even think about that. Tell me if y'all need hyssop. I'll donate some.
Let me check to see if we. They really gotta alphabetize this list. I'm gonna go through it one day and just alphabetize
Wait.
myself. So help me. Doesn't look like it. It's like we have a large list of things we carry, but it's like specific things.
Did you say scissor?
What? No, hyssop.
Anyway.
It's a biblical herb.
Oh, okay.
It's part of the mint
Okay, I thought you
family.
said scissor.
It's good for
I thought you
cleansing.
said scissor. Okay, I thought you said scissor.
A little bit more.
Wait, what's scissor?
Interesting ride.
Welcome to Wiccarium.
It's
This
the
is
same
my
thing as weed.
part-time job
It's
that helps me feel like an
promethazine mixed with a
normal
fizzy
person.
drink and ice cubes.
Well, that is very nice. I know that.
You a mixer? You like
you get one of those
mixed
jobs one
drinks
day,
and
but,
stuff?
No,
Happens.
I mean,
well,
it may
know
seem
some
like a
alchemy,
fancy
but
magic place, but most of what I do
asked
back
someone
here is
what
make
lean
You
was,
know
and they
alchemy?
showed me how to.
Oh,
A little bit.
well,
I'm not
drinks are pretty
super
good
talented.
though. Everyone
Oh,
needs
that's
that.
cool,
Yeah,
though.
what's the guy's name? That blonde boy over there at the bar.
Yeah.
Best I know is how to make
all the
some
time,
oils
food and
out of
all that.
different kind of materials
Oh,
and
Eller,
stuff
yeah.
to
Yeah,
based
that one.
onto my weapons to kill
Yeah.
things.
People now
yeah.
also sometimes come here to,
They probably
you know,
got some books on it if you want to learn.
what's the term? Not console.
Maybe.
To ask me questions about magic and stuff. Actually, that's where I got brought into helping with the other plane situation.
Oh yeah.
We were
Well,
If y'all
discussing it
ever interested in
earlier.
doing the projection stuff at some point, just tell me if you want to come along to that, because I might do that again. When
Soul
people feeling up
projections?
to it. Yeah. That's how I got there in the first place. I've actually been to the place that we were trying to commune through. It's like a foggy town and stuff, and it was pretty dark and all that.
Well, considering it's interplanar, that would actually be good for my studies.
I also brought
Given,
that
you know-
grading paper through it, so that's something I can do. I can bring a memento through. It took everything because
Useful.
but it's worth it.
Oh no, if you use your soul too much, you can irreparably damage your sense of self.
Oh yeah.
Someone left that coffee
Yep.
My
mug
nan
outside.
taught me.
Oh, thank you.
You're
But
welcome.
yeah, working with soul stuff, interplanar stuff. The funny thing about the magic skills I have, I know a couple bare bones basic things, and then I know like really complex like soul level stuff. There is no in between. I'm like the bare bones basic bitch witch, or I can take a soul out of someone's body and put it somewhere new. Like I am the
I got the
weirdest
weird
caster
kind of
when it
little
comes to anything.
technical expertise or like knowledge and experience, and like here or here. It's kind of a bit like, well, I was a bit too scared to try this or that, so I didn't get too much further. I can see into the intimate vision of flesh through. Now I understand the equivalent word is psionics, so I'm psion. I didn't know that.
Oh, you should talk to Fable about that.
Yeah, turns out this entire time, the correct terminology for what I am is a psionic, and that's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Then I know
Hi,
how to
welcome to
literally
the world of
manifest something. It's...
Magic is interesting.
It is.
I ran
I mean,
into a
I used to be
ring.
just a normal chemist, so.
Ran into a ring in that funny world,
suppose.
but it was too heavy of a memento. Like, it would have... I mean, yeah, then it would have killed me if I tried to bring something like that back. Ugh.
Yeah, it's one of those things where it's kind of like a muscle when it comes to, you know, working with
Yeah, I
that kind
didn't
of
want to
thing.
give myself an
Usually when it
aneurysm.
comes to any rituals involving souls, I can maybe cast one in a day before I pass the fuck out. Like, it's extremely taxing on someone unless you're like on the level of some sort of powerful entity that.
Can I just
exists on
say
that
it's
kind of
really
level.
nice being able to talk about this with you, cause shit, I haven't really talked to many people about it. I really need to come here more often.
Yeah, I
it is
started
difficult
dabbling
right
in
now.
it.
Oh, nothing. It's difficult right now. Talk about stuff. It happens.
Yeah.
Yeah, about 2 years ago, I came across a strange house that kind of got me some artifacts that I looked into and got me looking into things involving souls. The what I work with is
Oh,
less
you
a
want a
soul
drink
and
or
more
anything?
someone's essence of self. It was referred to as souls
I had a
in the
coffee earlier.
literature, but that was before the
I
full
don't need
understanding
anything
of
right now.
undead souls.
Ooh.
What is a soul? What the sense of self is? Because technically, my stuff does apply to constructs and undead as well. So it's not a soul is part of it, but it's not all of it. So it's a very weird thing to work with. But yeah, pretty much anything I do involving souls. I actually found a ritual that I do that can actually help restore lost memories. It's no, immediate full fix, but I've actually helped people tap into, like amnesiacs tap into lost memories with it. It's more just connecting a thread where there were none to old memories, effectively.
Ooh. I might be interested in
it's-
learning about that one, but
Could be, yeah.
I just know somebody might want that.
I've done it twice now, and both times it helped. It's not like I bring all their memories back, but it's enough to give them some leads if they're looking into their past. Well, after all,
Sometimes I
it's...
want to know more about my past.
Would it be
I don't know
alright
shit
if
about
you
stuff.
hook me up with some of the information on this so I could follow you up on that in particular? I have a case where I might
Yeah,
need
it's
that.
more of a guided meditation. A lot of the stuff I do is more akin to a self-meditation than a full-on ritual. It's
Yeah, meditation
a lot
and
of
some
it's more
cans.
yeah. It's really like when you're watching, it's quite boring. But so far, I can probably just have the people who went through it tell you. It's
Well, it reminds me of
It's
when I
been
write down a
successful both
cant
times, but they
kind
definitely
of thing
had bad
down onto a bay leaf. Some people think I'm insane, but that's literally what you do for one of these things, is you write your intention and your passage onto a bay leaf before you go into a ritual. That's meant to also help you get what your intentions are across. It's like a little insurance paper. But I really
Yeah,
am
or like
going
when you
up
put
to the
down
kitchen.
Owen-
It's like, can I borrow a bay leaf? And then I take it from. They think I'm funny.
Yep. Sometimes I put incense just to kind of get your mind in the zone. Like the incense itself has no part in the actual ritual, but like when you have that smell, you like focus. It kind of gets your mind in the zone.
Exactly.
Sometimes incense is important to a ritual. Other times it's just so you can get in the mind, the mental place to do the ritual. You know.
Mm-hmm.
Smells are important for memories. After
for
all.
example, I would have been burning that. It actually makes an air protection, cleansing. Man,
Just like sage.
that's wow. Sage and hyssop. Hello.
Yeah. A lot of herbs people use in cooking are very common ritual ingredients, which means they're really cheap to get your hands on, which is great.
Like
Most of the stuff I
rosemary?
grow on my body. I grow rosemary, yeah.
Oh, that reminds me, I gotta share my grandma's cooking book with you. We need to copy that stuff down. That's so good.
Mm-hmm.
I miss my grandma.
It's amazing how old-time rituals, in a lot of cases, became influence on, like, things people do, like, in mundane world. Like, the term knock on wood, they call upon, like, spirits and trees and stuff.
Yeah. Man. I'm actually kind of surprised that those kind of terms survived for 500 years later from my time. That's wild.
Yeah.
Actually, I haven't really talked about it much. I'm from a
tend to
very
evolve
different time and place, and it's kind of funny that something sort of Coca-Cola is still a brand. That is insane to me.
Or how goodbye is a form of God be with you.
I'm just still kind of flabbergasted that
love soda.
Coca-Cola is still a brand. Because when I was born, it had only been around for like 10, 12 years or something. And then I travel here and it's what? 24, 25.
I
And
imagine it
I
doesn't have
see
the
it.
same kick it used to.
No, there's something different about it. Doesn't have that kind
They
of
stopped
pit.
putting the coke in it. The cocaine
What?
is no longer in it. Yeah, that's what changed.
Yeah, that's fair.
I mean,
That's fair.
honestly, you'd probably still get the same kick if you just added caffeine to it.
Honestly,
And you
yeah.
wouldn't get the addiction.
I mean, then again, what? Coca-Cola came out in 1886? That's like a long time ago.
Yeah.
Crazy how it's been around for too long.
I was born in
Mm-hmm.
1892.
They did very good PR early enough that it's become a staple. Like, people just... It's like one of those foods that just everyone knows about.
But my world's a bit different.
Exactly.
It's
But
like
there's so much still in
Kleenex.
common.
Yeah, Kleenex. That's not actually what the... It's nasal tissue, but people refer to it as Kleenex, but that's a brand name. Yeah. But they
I
were
wanna wrestle your
so
hand.
good at establishing their name early on that it's just considered what the item is.
I mean, go for it. It's not like you can mess it up
Usually,
more.
you know, or like that. I mean, with chiropractic, apparently that was like something
I'll take that as a
a long
challenge.
time ago.
I take that as a challenge.
Crazy how
Yeah,
some
Okay, fuck you.
Or like having witches to have the hats, but this hat is absolutely pointless.
Sir,
to
my
anything
hair
I
is
do. I
already
just think it
wild,
looks
and
funny.
you can't make it wilder.
I mean,
You can
at
try.
the end of the
establishes
day,
what
it's
I am
basically
at
a
a glance.
sun hat in a way.
It does keep... The thing is, when I'm walking around Zafira, the coolant dropping on my antenna is extremely unpleasant, so the hat actually helps with that. That's it.
Just know next time you try to look fancy, I will ruin
The
it.
cooling doesn't really rain down too much at the
Maple
right.
Man?
Something about the covering.
It's the big
Maple
stinky
Man
man
at?
himself.
Oh, watch this. Watch this.
Don't smell it.
I'm flattening my hair again.
No, I'm just poking fun at him.
Oh, here you go.
Oh, my hands freaking hurt. I feel like I need some gals or something. They're kind of bruised.
Thank you.
Do you want, like, ice for it? Like, why do your hands hurt?
Remember I was telling you about how I was,
I'm gonna go for a walk.
you know, I found that place. I kind of been trying to clear the place out.
Oh wait, I'll grab the book so I can read it while walking.
Yeah. Blueberry. Do you have any gloves that you can wear when you're Blueberry.
Like 9 to 5.
There are things that are still unknown about what I am. That I could find in the future. once I do, maybe there's some way to fix this. I'm not giving up. I just can't try yet.
But you will, right? You will try.
If I am given the opportunity, I will. I don't want to be like this. You know, I never did.
Once you do, I'd like to understand why you got taken out of the cycle.
All I know is what I woke up to and what I was told.
Okay. I had to go over there and spend it.
Odysseus, you are?
Alright, I got the books I want to read.
Here.
Oh, well, yeah, that's me.
Visiting a place and
I want to talk to you.
Okay.
20 credits. That should cover most of it.
I
Unless you get
appreciate
really
it.
fancy shit. There you go.
I appreciate
I become
it.
everyone's mom very slowly. I swear to God.
Sylvie.
See, that's
I feel
how
like I've
people
started
love each
fathering
other.
several people, and it was not my intention.
Oh, I'm not. The reason I came in here is because someone said something that upset me, and I came in here to cool off, and being distracted actually helped. So I might be able to go back out and re-engage with that
Oh,
conversation
I'm
if it's
glad.
still happening.
It was nice having the other conversation with you. I appreciate it. It was very lovely.
Oh, yeah, no, of course. I love, you know, theorizing and scheming together with people about magic. I mean, I'm naturally
Hell
curious.
yeah.
There's a reason I'm a scientist. I like learning things and discovering new things. It's the cool thing about magic is you can discover
It's still
so
a
much.
science of its own. It's
Although
so
you have to be very
lovely.
careful not to blow yourself up.
Oh, yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, you wanted to talk
There's
to
like
me?
that one transmutation rune I like that lets you
Oh,
turn anything
yeah.
into mayonnaise.
Yeah, where
Maybe
you want
I
to
fucking
talk?
love that one.
library.
I found a
Uh,
cool transmutation
you
rune
need
that...
somewhere private to talk? Because we could
Alright,
just
we can
ask
go
if you
behind
can
you
use
while
one
we
of the
can.
rooms.
Yeah.
Oh, my bad.
Oh.
No, you're fine.
Yeah.
I'll get out of the way.
That'd be great.
Oh, hey.
If you
So,
guys have questions, go ahead. I work here.
Pardon.
Horn.
Pardon, can we use one of the rooms?
I have antenna. Say that again?
Could we use one of the rooms or for a moment?
Yeah. If you
Do we
just
need
go
a
in
key
for
thing?
just let us know which one you're going in.
Alright,
No, they're
What-
open unless you lock it from the inside.
what about just the one on the corner there, the third one on the floor? Would that do?
Go ahead. Outside.
Yep. Just let us
Alright,
know.
we'll be doing that.
Yeah.
Is that right if my
Sorry.
man Felix
But yeah,
comes?
no, I have
fine.
antenna. I
Sure.
can see out of them
Yeah.
and smell out of them.
Gonna head out.
Completely up to you, Felix, but I don't mind if you're here and he don't either.
Have my attention bouncing everywhere.
Actually, I'm just gonna go on a walk. I don't want to intrude.
Hey, come here for a
Okay.
moment though. Felix? Felix? One more.
Yeah.
I can't. It's just
Alright, have a good walk, sweetie.
almost exact same high as.
Yeah.
Alright.
Oh,
Yeah, they're quaint little spots.
cozy.
Mm-hmm. Oh, it's got all kinds of fun little...
But
Well, there. I forgot they
yeah.
didn't have chairs in here, sorry. So,
That was the bad, but I guess that's how they sit in Japanese places, kind of like.
well, at least the floor is comfortable. Makes sense.
Yeah, no carpet. Okay. Alright. Man, this whole situation has been a mess. A real big mess. And I hate it.
Yeah.
I wasn't. I mean,
I agree
I knew
with
it was gonna go real wrong real quick, but to have someone eavesdropping? Fuck. That's not good.
I was a bit worried about it. I figured they wouldn't go into a meeting if they thought there was any chance of it. But I suppose I should have questioned it more, because it was a worry of mine. when they said they went to a place.
Yeah. None of us were expecting it though. But
I don't mean to question people's abilities or anything like that, and I was only kind of just there to help with certain aspects of it, so I ain't no computer expert, you know?
I mean, I did all I could to figure out if there was anything in rum, but I didn't find nothing. Which I don't know. I don't even know if it's them, but they were the only person that was like really close all this time. But then again, LF, they can just stick something in there and it's so hidden you can't even find it.
They are
and
pretty
it's kind of
advanced.
terrifying to think that now they know.
There's also,
They know everything.
I imagine you've listened to that whole 12-minute long thing.
That 12-minute.
They most likely can identify most of us by our voices. I would not be surprised.
I'm not sure if they heard me really talk, because I wasn't really saying too much. I didn't hear
I
myself.
mentioned one or two things and just a vote of confidence of like, alright, I'll let you do your thing.
Yeah, I had to use the restroom, but I don't know. Sure if that's when they had the idea. Actually, I missed out shit, so I don't know what happened when I left for a few minutes. I guess perfect timing? I don't know, but still, god damn it. That's horrible. And now I'm over here thinking of creating something. Well, I've been wanting to create something for a long time. Type of group, gang, I guess. I just don't know. I need to find people for it, though. Specific people for it. I need to find net runners, deckers, all that. Because I can't do it on my own. Obviously. And I
I
figured
only know
out
how
a
to
name
look
for this
after
group as
net
well.
runners and people deep diving medically. I ain't one myself, but I can at least provide medication and, looking over people medically. If we make a group, I don't mind that. It's fine by me.
Which would be really helpful, because, see, if I'm going to be doing something neurological, I feel like that's going to really, hurt people if something goes wrong. Because diving into a whole virtual world, that's dangerous. Especially, we don't know what you can encounter. And I already had an idea, which is, well, getting a group of people and trying to get into their systems. But I'm gonna need the right people for it, that's the thing. And if I'm gonna be creating this group called ACT, which stands for Anonymous Code Talkers, I think it'll be great to at least have some kind of start with it. Because that's what I've been wanting to create for a while, and now I have the chance to do it. Hideout-wise, I don't know where, but I did find this plant. It's abandoned, really ruined too, but maybe it could work. I just need to clean up, which I've been trying to clean up, but holy shit, it's it's more difficult
Yeah, I
than
was
I
gonna
thought.
say, I had my eyes set
Moving
on some
around a lot.
warehouses and plants on the rim of industrial before the wasteland. It's far out there, but I mean, all of it's kind of abandoned.
I did find one outside the city.
Ooh.
And that's where I was like, ooh, that looks cool. What's even better, it's one of those hydro plants. Unfortunately, the river's been dried up, so there's like no water nearby. There is water further away, so I guess it migrated elsewhere. No wonder the plant is abandoned. There's no water. But it looked like they were trying to turn it into a power plant instead, because there's those giant tubes. But looks like it failed. I don't know. I think maybe it'd be nice for a hideout. The place is full of plants too. Rubble. Rusted as metals. I feel like you need a tetanus shot to even do anything. Plus, well, there's graffiti against the walls. All the windows are all broken. And there's a lot of things that just... cobwebs everywhere. Hate spiders a bit sometimes. But Maybe it could work. Could work as a hideout.
Sounds like it. Last time I was in a place like that for another group of fellas kind of sweeping through, you had to deal with people dumping radioactive material in it because they figured no one else would bother going through there, or other things like that in different houses. So,
True
I was
that.
going through dealing with bandits and cryptids too. That's probably just initial kind of risks out in those parts.
See,
But if you can
I
have the
also was
confidence to deal with
thinking-
that, then you're probably golden.
Would be nice, because I was also thinking these people can detect power, right? Lots of power. However, if there's so much circuitry happening at the same time, it kind of becomes like a freaking mess that they find it harder to pinpoint where we're at.
Needle
And that's
in
what
a
I was
haystack.
thinking. Huh. Hydro plant. That can hide everything. They'll just think it's just an ordinary place. But if there's power going on, perfect. You could just hide yourself there without anyone realizing that there is a lot of technological things going on in there. Which I think it would be nice. But damn, it's gonna be difficult to operate that place. I mean, there is no river. Rivers migrated elsewhere. Unless I can find people who know how to do digging, but even then, the place is just dead. So there's no way of even activating it at the moment. But temporarily hideout, I think it'd be nice. There's like a little warehouse that has a canteen. It seems more clean there, but still work. Lots of work just to get that place to look decent enough. I don't even have a generator. Nor beds. So, it's kind of difficult right now. Me alone, not good.
I
don't
got
think-
one of them little
maybe if I get more people.
gas generators up in my cafe that I ain't used. It's just a backup just in case industrial gets hit again. I can just rev that up, put it on the outside. High chance it gets stolen in like a week, but just in case.
I think it could work. But of course, maybe if I can get a group of people to help out with cleaning the place would be nice. Kind of like what happened in the mega building at one time where everyone got together and cleaned up the place. But a place like that, yeah, I think it would be nice. I just want to know if anyone would be interested in that, especially since I'm the one creating this whole, gang, I guess.
Well, you've got my interest if you're looking to hire me for anything. What you got in mind for me since you're telling me all this?
Well, we know that Trick is the one that took Millie. Trick is over here just putting people in a perspective that we are the bad people, telling us that we're doing very illegal shit and all that. He's really driving a high bar here, and it's not good. And I was thinking, hey, we need to get her back. And why not tap into their networks and try to find a place, a possible source of where they could be at? That's what I was thinking. I think it might be worth a try considering they're all technology, right? That's where we can hit them.
So, say you're running this, and you're saying to me, Marcus, you're sending me to do something. What you got planned for me?
Well, for you, you said Netrunner, right?
I ain't no netrunner. I look after the health of netrunners.
Medical.
Yeah, I'm medical.
Medical. So, as I was saying, the neurological chair that I was thinking of getting, that can hurt people's mind and all that. I think it'd be nice to have someone there in case something goes wrong. Maybe one of their avatars get hit so bad that the person starts having a seizure. I think it'd be nice to at least help them out immediately. Because someone's going to need to be on standby. There's no way of getting out of that unscathed. Even with the best of the best. I mean, look at them. They have high technology. Oh, hello.
Hello.
Hello, I'm just checking on people.
Yeah.
Thank you. Let's see. Well, to put my list of expertise out there, so you saw me talking about it, I deal more with the paranormal, supernatural, weird unorthodox situations that happen. Cryptids, monster hunting, doing herbalist stuff, witchcraft, that's kind of my little leaning. Psionic, flesh weaver. I don't need tools to perform surgery. Those tools are really good to have. That's kind of my little niche, is that I don't need it to do that. I can monitor people, even if things go black out. Of course, all the tech helps, and I know how to use that too. But if we're in a pinch and we don't have that, you guarantee I can still work under that pressure.
Which would be nice, because I'm not sure how many people would go, but I feel like maybe a group of 6 would be great. Just to at least try.
I've got my doctor
And having them
license
all
and all of
monitored?
that, so I know how to help with Ripidoc stuff, monitoring people, deep dive, and all that.
I think that would be really great. Your help with that.
Of course, I ain't much of a
Monitoring 6
decker
people.
or a deep diver myself, so anything that has to deal with anything beyond the chair, where some other Ripidockers, they can do the hacking and diving themselves, I cannot do that. I can only help with the other things, anything that's pre-packed for injections. You know, different kind of software injections, things you put into people, help with that. If I don't have any other assistance, of course. Like, that's still helpful, but that's the limit of what I can do to bridge that gap, just so you know.
Which we will need then, because when we get out, or if someone happens to get kicked out immediately, it's going to hurt really bad, and someone's going to need to be there. Especially if we're not exactly in the city. So,
Exactly.
Perfect. I think you can help us with that.
No problem.
You
And
got
of course,
the,
if you need someone with some
I'm assuming
bite on an actual field, paramedic, I'll do that stuff too. Someone drops right down on the spot, I can put them back together again.
That'd be perfect. That'd be great.
As for
But, of
base
course,
building, if
right
you
now,
need
I
a
to
truck
get that
and to
place.
move some supplies once you figure a place out, I'm happy to lend my hands because I make my extra money doing courier service, so I've already got the stuff to move big things around.
Do you know some people that can help clean up the place at least? Because there's a lot of plans, rubble, rust, and other stuff that need to be moved out of there.
Cleaning, apart from me, renovating wise, I've done that a lot, so I don't mind putting my hands into that too. My partner, Felix, he's good with electrician work and cleaning up places too. We renovated a bunch of places for Market District refugees a while back when that went down. Trying to think who else. If you're comfortable with Nafiel, you make a bunch of barricades too and things like that. We work together a lot. Cleaning up places, moving a bunch of stuff and repurposing it. So, I know he's pretty handy with that
Would be
too. There's
nice.
at least 2 other people, aside from myself. Let's see.
The place does have concrete with like one of those like fences on the top. However, the fences are like
Ooh.
kind of collapsed on itself. I guess over time it like just broke. Some of the concrete is all cracked, but I feel like something could be made do so we can fortify the place at least. I mean, there is graffiti there, so someone has been there before in the past. So
I think
you
one
know.
other person I'd recommend is one of my courier workers. He's pretty good at lifting and other stuff. His name's Gabriel. He's from my world. I trust him enough. We've been through some wacky stuff. He's tough and he knows how to carry his weight, so. Yeah.
Gabriel, I can probably get them involved in. That way they can clean up the place too.
He's
I
pretty
feel like
off
we should
grid.
start
He
at
don't
least
even
in
got
one
a
of the
phone
buildings.
though, so that's the only thing. Is
Are you able
he's
to
kept
contact
himself
him?
away from. Yep, I could try and get in contact with him. I know where he is, but that's one benefit to him is he's kind of kept himself pretty off grid and off documents.
Yeah, you can contact them so they can help out with the place. Cause heavy lifting. It's a lot of work. I feel like it's
Yeah,
gonna
he
take a
courier
week at
work
least
with
just to
me,
clean out
so
one whole area.
even if you don't want him too involved, it can just be as simple as I help him money-wise, and he helps me with other courier work because he does the same. All good.
That'd be great. Then we can get that handled, and you can be medical wise. Are you willing to join the ACT, the ACT?
At least as medical.
As medical, on call, things like that? I suppose so.
Yeah, you can be ally-wise like that. Just
Yeah, I'm
on
happy to be an
standby or
ally.
like contact.
Because I am pretty
That'd be
aware. I
great.
got other obligations, of course. I'm running my cafe and things, but thankfully I
course.
feel confident in being on call for the act.
That'd be wonderful because medical, it's kind of difficult around here, as I noticed. I know the Rip and Ship has been having its fair shares of issues with that.
Yeah, Rip and Chip's been a bit sparse and a little bit destitute times, so on one hand it's a bit depressing, on the other hand, I got space to help other folks out like what you're offering here, so no problem.
That'd be nice. I know that a lot of people, I guess, they fear the LF, don't they? Or at least hate them. I guess they've done so much shady shit in the past that they've just, I don't know. Never really
I'm
gotten
okay
a good
with saying this
reputation.
here, and I suppose this is the last thing I should mention. Despite everything I said and all the pros and cons I got, this might be the biggest one. You aware of how their data service and stuff, or at least when the core ones got wiped or kind of reverted, right? But the contractors, their stuff is on different servers. I have a bounty on my head ever since 2 years ago. That ain't
Have
been
yourself
removed, it's
one?
just been forgotten. I'm a level 3 threat to LF. One that contractors cure. If you have the ability to look it up, look it up. I have not had to deal with her for quite some time ever since we wiped stuff. But I should be honest here that at any moment they could find me out in the wilderness, probably while I'm wandering, challenge me to another fight and raise my level. Now, I know the last person that got killed by a contractor, it was level 5 and it was Trick.
He's at level 5?
Yeah.
Hmm.
That is what I'm aware of. If I'm almost at level 3, I'm like, what, 2 other encounters away from dealing with a Trick scenario? Just wanted to be very open about that with you here, that is my predicament.
Yeah. Which, hopefully that doesn't come to that case at all. Hopefully, you'll be on the safe side.
Thankfully,
You're a
because I've
good
dealt
man.
with my
We don't
contractor
wanna lose you.
once, people can help me out if they want to. If they're okay with helping protect me, they can actually deal damage to Cure if she ever appear again. I've got my will and other stuff in place, and I won't describe anything, but I do have contingency plans. If you can imagine contingency plans that deal with death and, like, you know, my witchcraft and other things, it ain't really morally digestible for some folks. But trust me when I say I've made it as ethical as possible. That's all I can promise.
Hopefully everything works out in the end with that. But, you know, I'm surprised that Millie managed to damage him up pretty well. I mean, you saw how he looked. Looked all broken.
Makes me feel a little bit confident about if I ever have to deal with a level 5 cure.
Literally. But what does LF want with her even? Have her
I
in
don't
custody,
know. But one thing I am worried about, which I'll express to you on the topic of that, and not really anything to do with Act or myself being hired upon you. They've done things like clone entire bodies before themselves. There's a whole thing of, do you remember Flurry incident? Where some people said some people said that they saw the foreman and this whole other incident before their memories got wiped. Ripped Flurry in half, but it turned out they were just trying to, that was a fabricated body because the blood was red. Flurry's blood ain't red.
Wait. They're the ones that took her?
Yeah.
No wonder everyone went up in arms that one time.
Well, Flo's fine
Oh,
now,
shit.
but one of the things they did before they kidnapped her was they had a fake one apparently, and tore it asunder in front of several other people. It was a fake death because it wasn't really the body. They made a body. Do you understand what that means? The kind of technology they
Ladies
have?
and gentlemen, the Wiccarium will be closing in 30 minutes. Please make sure you have finalized any last-minute item requests, item purchases, or book rentals. The bar is now closed. Thank you for coming.
I mentioned that because I think you can understand the implications. If they had the ability to make something like that in the past, what can they do to Millie's body? That's my one.
She mentioned to me how she remembers that she may have been poked by something. Maybe they took some on her.
Either way,
Yeah,
LF
kinda like a
having
little
samples of the mold, the tumors in her head and chest, mold sacs being fed by blood veins and stuff, filled with just the mold itself. That's strain B pump. LF getting their hands on taking samples from those sacs, just the pure mold samples? I'd hate to think. If they figure out they can do something to it, that's
Do you think they can create like a type of bioweapon with that? Or maybe even profit off of that? Say, infecting people and for them to only be the ones curing it and they just drive a hard bargain? Is that the kind of thing they can do? Because I know they work with biomass and all that, but...
when I went to one of their facilities, they had the most rancid, hellish kind of masses of flesh and blood and bio waste in certain places. It felt like I was walking through some kind of fleshy hell, and that's coming from a flesh weaver crafter like me. Yeah. Worse than a slaughterhouse, it might as well be a house of flesh. But to answer your question, yeah, I think they could bioweaponize it. I come from a place where we had a thing called a supernatural decay particle. It was basically mold as well. Fellas, they saw that it was an arms race, and well, I used to be part of a PMC. I was a captain. I ain't that no more cause there ain't nothing to be a captain for. That shit got out of hand.
They could be doing something what Phenotrans did one time, that one pharmaceutical company. So they probably are doing the same thing just to drive money up their wallets. But then again, for Trek to say publicly that what she was trying to do, the whole cloning thing being illegal or just a horrible thing, they're not one to judge since they're the ones doing that.
Well, I should probably wrap up and get that book that I'm looking up. If you're interested in doing the astral projection stuff too, hit me up. But I think we're gonna be looking for items first.
Of course, and well, gonna need to clean up that plant if we're gonna be getting any sort of hideout going. Act. That's the place's name.
Feel free to call me for that whenever you got my contact info?
I believe I can just get you from the thing.
Alright, yeah. No problem. Anything else?
Alright.
I know there's still a lot to talk about sometime. If you just want to hash things over, you can always meet me up somewhere. I don't mind. I got a lot of time.
Oh, well, you just answered what I was going to say.
Same thought.
There you go.
Alright.
Oh, yeah.
To the best that they can. Do they have any sort of person that has like medical
Pardon
say
me.
over them since they
Apologies.
can't remember things? Like, are they able to make their own decisions?
They did, and then they got thrown out of the facility because they were unstable. So
decent amount of water with you if you're planning on
Ideally, having some sort of, person that can do that. I mean, I imagine you're the closest
think
thing to that
about,
currently. If
picking it
they
up
can't
next
make
time.
their own medical decisions. But even so, consent is best.
How you
in
doing?
these
Oh.
situations.
Howdy.
If they
Just
are
ordering a
actively trying
book.
to push people out of their mindscape, it's a much more dangerous.
What's the book?
I
I'm
believe
learning
it's
about
sending sometimes things in there
writing
trying
for
to
different
push you out.
kind of glyphs and runes or something, because I do witchcraft and rituals and all that stuff, but I just want to know how people do it around these
Straight up against the
parts.
idea of anyone going into their mind, and if that's the case,
That way I
then
can collaborate with others easier.
you gotta work with other things.
I don't think they'd object, but alright.
That's between you and them.
Like you were like fully invested into hearing about it.
So, basically, I'm just learning the kind of syntax other people use for their kind of witchcraft and rituals here, so I can collaborate with others easier, because I know what I'm doing, right? I just know people do it a little bit different.
In the long term, I believe even
They don't want to
the
see
things
pain.
that
I understand what you
silent
mean.
are beneficial.
I
More
get you.
people than not.
I don't blame you for
I
that.
think the only crime that's been committed here.
Yeah.
I've just been doing my own thing right now.
What?
Doing the company stuff.
I've been doing business as usual, got my cafe running and all that, and I've saved enough money. I'm thinking of getting my own armored
speaking of
truck.
cafe.
I am someone who shakes a fist at gods. so-
Speaking of cafe, actually,
How often do you go to the
The
acres?
book!
order your book. Order your book. Order your book. That's more important.
I have the books.
Watch the
I have the
wine
books.
Sorry.
Oh, sorry.
Alright,
That's
how many
alright.
are you talking today?
Sorry?
How many books today?
Oh, I got 3 of them. That's out like 200 something. I just want them for the week.
Oh, they're small. Yeah, 3 for a week. That'll be 150 credits. Let me use the. So, have you ever gotten books from here before?
Yeah, a couple of times. So it'll come back if I don't manage
the
to,
enchantment.
and I'll keep them safe. No problem.
Yep, it'll just disappear and come back to us. All you gotta do is keep them in good condition. 150 credits.
Absolutely.
This is my normal size. Don't worry.
I've got the ring. I can join you.
No, it ain't.
It would make sense.
Wait,
Do you want a
I'll
bag
put
for
my
us?
stuff in my bag first. Yes, please. Yes. Oh wait, no, I've got a bag. I've got a bag. Do you have one for a cute little Wiccarium symbol? Because I'd still like a bag if it's got the little symbol.
Yeah,
on
we
it.
do. They're like little. Look at that.
Was
We
it
got a
like-
little Wiccarium
Was it
bag.
like 50 cents or something? 5 credits?
No. We give out so few, it's not a big deal. We're not like a grocery store that's giving them out one after
I
another.
got a Wiccarium baggie. Yes, hang on. I'll move to the side and activate that little
If you want like a
ring, 'cause I
nicer
got-
one that's made out of cloth, you'll have to ask Dylan.
Okay,
We should
100%
sell
on my
Wiccarium tote
mind.
bags. That'd be cute.
Yes, please. I would be like
Make
your
it out
number
of
one
wool.
customer.
Wool would be
I mean,
nice.
Alright, I'll put myself away.
Say that again, sorry.
I'm doing
Distracted by. Alright. Alright, what can I do for you? Just here to talk.
How much in your size?
I was here to talk, Mark, but how are you doing? How is all your figuring out of the eating things? You figure out everything you
Ah,
need?
yes, I figured out what I need to eat. And actually, shrimp and crab and other like crustaceans actually also work. So.
But yeah, because they're also
Much more
bugs.
easy to
A lot of
access.
people don't realize that.
Yes. I mean, getting crab and lobster is expensive, but like, some crustaceans are actually, you know.
I know a guy who likes to do a lot of
Crawfish are
fishing.
cheap.
Oh.
Crawfish are cheap, yeah. Crawfish, I had crab wontons the other day. Like, I can eat I can eat regular food, it's just my body doesn't process it.
You should do crawfish etouffee, but instead of no, crawfish Alfredo pasta, but the pasta's made from mealworm pasta. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, we've been doing
that would be.
Ooh. Shucks. Okay.
Quick question: how often do you go to the
yeah.
acres?
I
do you
rarely
visit
go
on
there right
Sundays?
now. But if people want to meet me there, I don't mind.
okay.
I can make
Never mind. I was
space
gonna
here,
ask you
basically.
because on Sundays I might not be able to make it as much, but I did pay and I am getting it's Thorgar's providing it, but I am building a bar there. So
Ooh.
I'm gonna need people to man the bar.
Hey,
And
if
sell
you're giving me money, I do want to kind of slowly
course I
taper
would.
off my employment in the rip and shit. You know, only go for like 1 day there, cause it is a stressful job, and do something like that. So, you just tell me. I am actually interested.
I would hire in a heartbeat. Well, then, yeah, sure. You probably work with Tyler. If I'm not there, it'd be you and Tyler working in the bar when it's finally up and running and operational.
All right, hit
Thor will
me
be
up.
we'll provide like it'll be probably ale. I'll have to get the entire list of like, and it's gonna be a huge pub. Like there's be a nice like upper stairs area and stuff like that. There's a cafe across the street being formed. So like what I expect is we'll probably get them to make pastries and we'll bring them over. 'Cause I want to like scrunch on their
wonderful.
food business. Like get the food over there. You know. So anyway,
Genuinely,
cool.
I hope to kind of lessen my hours working at the Rip and shit because of the stress. Not good for my mental health. Doing something else would be refreshing.
Gotcha. Well, then I would gladly hire you on.
Thank you.
You don't even need to put on a resume. I know you would get to it. Plus, I would give you free alcohol or soda or whatever.
Oh, free alcohol. All right. Shucks. Duck my pay. Give me the alcohol, man.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, why am I? Ooh.
What?
Ooh, I'm trying. Oh. What if I just do this? Nope, I'm still suffering. Oh, okay, I'm good. Hell, duck my pay. Give me some alcohol.
When Dr. Pay.
Where's my ball? Oh, damn it. I should have checked my phone.
It's here, but I could probably get my hands on some.
Felix? Huh? Felix? Oh, my phone. Felix? Man, I'm terrible at looking for my boyfriend. Fuck. Felix? Did I miss some? I'm running like crazy.
And that's an aquatic plant, so if you want to just focus on things in the plant and like aquatic sector, since you guys plant, so if you want to just focus on things in the
Ooh. Why does that absolutely destroy me?
Hi.
Oh. Oh.
You got
Oh, I ran over to the library looking for force field. I ran over to the library looking
just,
for you.
Just walk back.
What's going on here?
Are you singing the theme from Hey Arnold?
Yeah.
I'll give you free
Different parts. Okay, I didn't mean to run into you. You really did. Feels weird on your tongue. It doesn't matter what it is, even if it's something you love.
Well,
you can change the taste of food. Changing the way that people taste things is something that is completely disorienting.
It's gone.
Bubble.
Dylan, I need to try something with your bubble if you don't mind, okay? Just keep it for a second.
The Chatham gay baby jail.
Okay.
Oh, man.
Oh, this one's Ludrix? No, that one's Ludrix.
How did your talk go, by the way? Everything alright?
Yeah, it's pretty good. I'll talk to you about it. Slight business opportunity.
Oh, okay. Maybe I should have stayed around then.
Get me out of here! By the way, that shit tastes
I
delicious.
could see that being a little uncomfortable.
Oh, man.
Like, it's just either too bright or too dark.
You wanna head out?
Exactly.
Right, bigger.
Mm. Just...
I wanna take the air shit thing, cause it's seen.
Not a good one is, of course, tilting vision
Alright, let's
slightly,
go.
just like 2 or 3 degrees offset.
This one day.
Completely fucks people up.
Maybe one day.
Seeing colors wrong, seeing things in place of other things, or things being swapped left and right in your vision. That's a really fun one. So you go to reach for a glass with your...
I was called up in the mythology section for...
What, mythology section? That's sweet. I looked up a little bit of stuff here and there. Business opportunity is pretty good. Well, I say business, but that fella Hoodie, he's a programming stuff. I basically just said that he's looking for a place to set up his own little decking gang, whatnot. Putting it just briefly like that, because anything like that you don't really want to be talking about around other people. But
Yeah, gotcha.
he'd need help cleaning the place out, moving things, and asking if I'd be okay with being a dub. At least an allied doctor, if I don't feel like I got too much time to, fully be part of it. And also, another business opportunity. There's probably gonna be a little bar opened up in the acres. I did kind of want to start tampering off my hours I do at the Rip and Chip, because that place is stressful and I continue to be disappointed. It ain't nobody's fault necessarily, but there's only so much I can handle not knowing what's going on.
Business as usual or anything new?
This one I understand, but it still doesn't help that I didn't know for a whole week. We else quit for a little bit at the Rip and Chip. She might come back after 6 months, like a whole half a year, not being there, but for now she's just general IT support for Meat Rent. And 8 is working the bar now.
Gotcha.
Well, he needs a little bit of a stress leave, obviously. But I think you can understand my annoyance. one of the heads of medical, and
Yeah, no, that's...
you know, ain't around no more, and I didn't know for a whole week. She meant to tell me that she was doing it for her mental health, but she had to deal with a different situation that time. But technically, by then, she wasn't working there, so I went to her thinking she was one of the heads of medical to deal with a medical situation, and she wasn't.
God. I'm sorry, hon. Fuck.
And I know that ain't my fault, right? How was I meant to know? How am I meant to know any of these things? I don't, because people don't tell me. So it's not my fault. But just because it's not my fault, because of that, don't make it right.
No, it's bullshit. I'm sorry, hon.
I was always so reluctant going back into medical work. I learned my doctor stuff, harvesting from my father, didn't want to follow in his footsteps, had the ability to heal people, pick them up in battle, cause I'm a goddamn captain. Then I tried to just do something else. Focus on mercenary work instead. I guess I'm kinda glad Lorelai encouraged me to pick up that part, medical, because it's part of my nature. The good part of it. I'm doing good. I'm doing what comes natural. Can't force myself to just be a cold mercenary or other things because I'm scared of my father's legacy. I was thinking of, if things pan out with Max and Mo, maybe I just ask the person that Mo works for if I can just assist in that spot. At that Ripper Dog clinic instead. It ain't much pay, but it's something. My license is still valid there.
I mean...
Hell, it helps me get more privileges, I'm sure. And there's a supply store a block down from there, so you don't have to go too far or worry your head over too much on supplies. It's technically smooth sailing. I just have to travel elsewhere.
Still sounds good though. I mean, on pay and the cafe's doing well.
Cafe's at a sustainable amount, and I mean, once we put the gourmet food in, change the prices around a little bit, gonna bring in more.
Yeah. I still
Thinking of bumping up the drinks by 2 credits or something. Foods can be 10 instead, and gourmet meals could be 20. Still keeps it fairly simple.
Yeah.
Either 5 or 6 credits, because I mean, you know, you get 2 cuppers, you're basically paying for a small snack worth meal. You get 1 cup, 1 meal, that's 15 credits. You're getting a whole gourmet sort of thing, that's just 25, and it don't feel too disparaged.
Yeah.
We could keep using the cheap ingredients, and I can also donate some of my herbs I'm growing in my little demiplane to places like this and get some money for it.
Yeah.
I might actually just set up a little market stall in some places or something and see how that goes for me. My courier service will be the other way around though. Maybe I set up one of them meta pages.
You want help with that?
Yeah, shucks. I want to put up the MetaMeet thing again. And now I want to put up a little business meta page thing. And I was thinking it could be two separate things, or setting up a... So... Okay, genuine... Oh, I cannot look that way for some reason. 1 second.
Yeah.
Okay, what if I do this? Nope, it's still hell. Still hell on earth. Hell on earth. Okay, I'll just look this way. So I can't look that way.
Like That's
so,
fine.
Setting up a meta page for Cafe Barricade or my herbalist business, maybe both of them at the same time. I think that'd be good. But I don't got little icons or art for that stuff. That's something.
I mean, we can something up temporarily. My skill set sadly ends at graffiti.
Well, I think that's still really nice. I'd still like to run some ideas by you, like my herbal book that I write in. I know I'm pretty good at like illustrating plants and flowers, but that don't seem like these are pretty detailed and nice drawings, but they don't seem good for like an icon for a business, or, you know. And when I think about what some of the herbal stores back in my homeland was called, it's like you. If I was going by the naming convention out in the Caribbean ways, I'd be calling the store Marcus's Seeds or Mark Seeds. So. Yeah, you see the issue immediately. Like, for me and the other folks, we totally get it. I mean, we know it's a little bit risque of a name in general, but most of us... Oh my god.
Come on, it was expected.
Yeah, that's what I was about to bring up. It's like, if I went by the naming convention I'd expect to have from my homeland, calling it Mark Seed, then I'd get responses like that, but maybe it would get people coming along and they'd be like, no, I'm not giving you my comb. It's plants, like seeds of a plant, an herb. You're getting a whole kick out of it.
Sorry.
Goodness.
Sorry, continue.
Chill yourself, Felix. Come on, Bon. You can do it. You can be responsible about my seat. Yeah.
We both know I'm not.
You're greedy. Oh, Flux. Also, maybe when we get home, we can actually write out a solid list of food for the cafe. Can make it all fancy, like when we, we find out what we want on it. That's gonna be good.
I will keep making the mango pie because endless supply. It's honestly the cheapest drink we can make.
I'm going to try and actually repurpose my demi-plane to be a garden, because Marge brought up some good points. I'm just worried about it getting stolen. Or at least that entrance, because I'm attuned to it.
Yeah.
So, technically, all I have to do is make a door, lend a door spell, and I can literally make another demo plane to it. Or I can move that from my bag that I made for it to another location. I just need to learn to spell. Or make scrolls for it. Or get some ordered for me. Because I don't know how to do that. I ain't no wizard. I'm a witch.
Okay, one thing I'm smelling here is a big shopping trip to get seeds.
Yeah, a massive load of seed, Felix. Can you handle that?
Skyport, and have a wonderful evening.
What?
But yeah,
Can you handle that much seed, Felix?
You know I can. I was gonna talk about growing berries, but you know.
We could grow berries somewhere.
Yeah.
Probably not.
Okay.
What
We
kind
get
of berries?
berries.
Too? I want
Plant those.
lingonberries.
One thing I've been thinking of, maybe if we can, like besides blueberries, raspberries for treats, that's nice. Cranberries. Fucking love that shit. We could sell cranberry juice.
We gotta do this right now. We're going shopping right now. We're still. We just need to take this down. Okay, we're gonna get. I mean, the tickets still go to Orlando, so we just. They got the little farms nearby. Or on the way back on the train, we just don't go all the way. We take the other kind of train, so we have. But it'll be a longer trip to get home. But are you okay with that? So we can go to farmlands.
Yes, let's go, hon. Let's go shopping. Let's go shopping. Let's get everything. I'm actually hyped about this. Please, yes.
Alright.
And then I get more seed at home.
What?